Namaste, beloveds. Today I want to introduce one of my other very beautiful, soulful, powerful priestesses who has been doing amazing work right after my training. So I would love to introduce you all to Sooo. She also goes by Stephanie, but these days we all lovingly call her Sooo. So welcome, Sooo. She's from, I think, Germany, right?
Yeah, correct.
And Germany, and currently living in Vietnam. She has led events right after my workshop in both Europe as well as in Asia. So Sooo, I would love to hear directly from you. What did you learn from the Feminine Soul Awakening training? And then secondly, what all magic are you creating in the world right now? I would love to hear about that.
Beautiful questions. Okay, so hello everyone. I would love to share what I have learned in those 10 transformative days. It was basically the most transformative journey in my whole entire life. And I've done so much already until then. I've been studying with various teachers, and I've been on my own spiritual path and healing path. But what I have learned with Archana Sufiana in those 10 days was to stand fully in my feminine power, and to also go deep into my own shadow, and not to be afraid of going deep into the shadow, because this is the medicine of the feminine, to actually being aware of the dark feminine and of our shadows, and then diving deep into them, and in order to transform them and getting even stronger out of that experience. So Sufiana, she helped us during those 10 days to be a warrioress in this world, and to embrace all of our being. So it means also our light side, so all of the beauty which we have already, our beauty in our character, and our lovely side when we want to express happiness and love, but also our dark side, so our suppressed emotions which are there. And especially we as women, we carry so much suppressed emotions like shame and guilt, and also sexually we might be suppressed. So this was just very liberating to talk about that in a sisterhood, and also in a space which was really well held energetically, where it was so safe for the first time for many women to open up about things that they never talked about before. And we learned so many different tools and practices through movement, through breathing, through dancing, through poetry, through acting out on a stage.
Drama therapy.
I remember that.
Drama therapy, yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
that was
this
really
is very
healing.
Powerful. This is very powerful. What you just shared. I just want to interject here just for a minute. What you shared, Sooo, is one of the strongest points that I feel that most women that go for coaching, they are not getting. Because a lot of women that get into coaching, they give up on it. Why? Because they are not able to first go into their darkness, go into their shadows. And it is the very patterns that are hiding in the shadows that keep them from their success, from leading their workshops, from enhancing their self-esteem, from finding their voices. So a lot of women, they find their voice after they do the shadow work. And once you have found your voice, and you rightly said that coming into your own true feminine power. So I was really happy to hear this, because if you don't have your feminine power, because most of us are programmed to believe that power is equal to something masculine. If I want to be in my power, I have to act like men, I have to become like men. And in this, we just disconnect from our true soul's essence, our feminine power. So that is why coming home to your feminine power and finding the feminine archetypes which are strong and powerful. If we needed only male power, then why would we have a goddess like Kali, who even Shiv, her partner, says is in some ways stronger than him, right? So this is the reason why going into your darkness and finding your feminine essence, these are the two most potent things that I like to lead my coaching, whether it's one-on-one coaching or group coaching with. Both these aspects are very important in my coaching, and that
so
helps
important.
women get to their own purpose.
Exactly. And I also, one time I marketed one of my own workshops also as, this is not something airy-fairy or fluffy what we're gonna learn. We're gonna go deep. We're gonna go really, really deep and look at our own darkness. And this is every time what women they are the most grateful for, because they don't get that in any other workshop what you are teaching, because you are teaching really the real stuff, going really deep and ask the right questions, look at the right things of our own psyche and of our emotions, suppressed emotions. And this is just a medicine which I haven't ever seen anywhere else. I think there are very few people out there who can guide you so deeply as a woman back home, back to your own feminine.
Thank you. Thank you. So I would love to know, and as well as everyone else would love to know, what all events you have already done, at least a few of them, and what are your upcoming events, so that if somebody else wants to connect with you for your events as well, they can directly message you, dear.
Sure. So I am giving retreats and workshops in person. I was hosting them across Europe, but mostly actually in Asia, and where I'm living here in Vietnam. And this is very beautiful to do it here because it doesn't really exist here yet. So when women sign up, it's normally something it's just mind-blowing to them. So yeah, in person, this is this was just my passion until this pandemic hit us. So we were all forced to also find alternative ways. So I started to create an online course, which was also a project from my heart, because so many women in my retreats would feed back to me that they have suppressed sexuality, they have problems to orgasms, they don't know how to express in their own sexuality, and also they don't know how to reconnect with their own sensuality. So I created an online course, which is especially only for women, where we go live on a Zoom call once per week. And it's a 6-week journey. And in every week we're going through different exercises and topics. So this is the online female sexuality course. And my next one, I'm gonna start it in mid of August, and it's a 6-week journey. So from mid of August, and we're gonna then meet once a week.
Powerful. So Sao has been doing one-on-one coaching as well as in-person workshops primarily for feminine empowerment and sexuality, and also now teaching online. So I'm going to tag her in this post. So any of you wishes to get in touch with her directly, feel free to. I will maybe share her link as well, her whichever link she shares. Would you like to share your Facebook page or your website? So yeah, I will put it right here with it. So Sao, I'm going to complete the video on my own. So if you feel like taking off, you can. I'm going to continue just talking to my audience a little bit more.
Okay. Yeah? Thank you so much, dear.
Yeah, thank you so much as well. Take care.
Thank you for everything.
Much love. Oh, my pleasure.
Bye-bye.
Bye, dear.
Bye,
Take
dear.
care. So my beloved, that was Sao from Vietnam and from Europe. And I just want to add that I'm going to have my upcoming workshop. It's called the Heroine's Journey. It's a group coaching, and just as I mentioned that I love having the balance between the masculine and the feminine. Because when women are going towards their divine purpose, towards that goal, very often, most of the coaching, I would say 90% of the coaching, or maybe even 99% of the coaching, focuses only on the masculine aspect. That is the goal. Here's this structure, do this, do that, push this, push that. This does not make the feminine woman feel honored, feel seen, feel validated. So very often you'll feel like giving up on that coaching. So it's very important to have this balance. And once we have this balance, then once we bring the pleasure principle along with the pushing pain principle, once we bring the accepting principle along with the transformation principle, transformation can only happen first and foremost when we accept something. And also, if we don't go down into our shadowlands, we will not be able to rise. You know, there's a saying, the deeper you press the spring down, the higher it is going to rise, and the brightest stars shine on the darkest nights. So if you want to become a legendary star of your own life, I invite you to join the Heroine's Journey. It's starting on the 9th of August. I have few seats left, and it will be a 3 months group coaching journey. This year, and only this year, I have 50% discount because of COVID-19, because I understand a lot of you all are sitting at home and not able to work. So I'm honoring my own energy and time, while also I'm considering your challenges as well. So I will not be able to give you this price next year. So sign up as soon as possible. And if you have any questions, just send me a message and we will take it from there. Deep bow. Stay committed to your divine purpose.